And even with all that happened, even with all the chaos, being lost by the first corner, 2 seconds time penalty we got, after all that, we still managed to finish all the way in P4. Right, so we're starting 5th in this race, and if you're gonna look at the bottom right, I am gonna put it into 1 traction control just for a few seconds there, and this is the best tip I can give you to getting a great start off a standing start. And you can see already ahead of 4th place, going side by 3rd place, coming into this first corner ahead of 2nd place. Then we get shoved wide by who is now in 2nd place, pushes us off the track, and now we're basically in dead last, P12, and this is where the comeback begins. It's hammer time as the Audi there goes wide onto the grass, ghosting. We're gonna go right through it, no longer lost, I suppose. And looking ahead of us, the group is battling, which means we should have a chance in being able to catch up to them. So we're faster than them, which is essentially why we qualified ahead of them. And they're going to be battling a lot. They're a big group, just constantly fighting. And so we're going to be able to catch up with them, and we're going to catch up fast. They're 2 seconds ahead of us. But coming into this corner here, coming into this hairpin, and look at that. Just look how much we managed to catch up to them. And that's not all even. If you're gonna look there, there's an Audi slowed down, the Italian guy there. And coming into this first corner, they're gonna be quite early, and I'm gonna be able to overtake the South African guy. Remember him for later, by the way, don't forget about him. As we try to overtake the Italian guy here, but he's just gonna keep waving in front of us. I'm not sure if he was lagging or he was just the driver, but he's just gonna keep waving in front of us and constantly blocking us, and he's gonna do it again here. Look at that, I'm not sure what he's doing. Why he's doing that, but not the cleanest of drivers, as the guy in P7 there gets a penalty. So it was looking good, it was looking comebackable so far for me. I was like, alright, I can still do this. I might be in 10th place by now, but there's a big group ahead of us, and coming onto the straight here, we're gonna be in the slipstream, great exit, we're gonna try to overtake him. He's gonna go slightly defensive, so we're gonna go around the outside. And try and swing around the outside, and just narrowly, barely missing the Spanish there. Just barely missed him, or else would have bomb probably been out, and we lost even more time. Instead, now we're under pressure from the South African guy again. Coming through this corner, we're able to defend it. Some guy goes wide, some guy disconnects actually, and now we're in 8th place. As this is where some chaos starts to pick up even more. As we go through here, I'm gonna brake later than them, and I'm gonna get squeezed, and for some random reason I'm gonna get a penalty. That could have been because the car actually went off track there, the car that was on my left, which is squeezed off track. I think it went off track and lost time, so that's probably why I got the penalty. Whether it was my fault or not, you guys comment down below. I don't think it was my fault, they braked too early, and then this guy brakes too late, pushes the Audi wide, goes himself wide. So even while serving the 2 second time penalty, we're still gonna be ahead of them. In fact, we even gain a position. So here's a replay. He's just gonna brake really late, go into the back of the Audi, go wide himself, as the Audi also goes on the grass. And I think he disconnected, stopped in place. I'm not sure what happened there. So before that point, I was thought like the race is over. We have a 2 second time penalty. We were in 7th place or something, and so I was like, you know what, it's over, I'm not gonna be able to catch up. And then this happens, and I regain hope that we can still do something in this race. So now we're in 6th place, 5th guy, the Audi again. So there's way too many Audis in this race. Again, another German in the Audi, ahead of us. Let's see if we can catch up with him. 4th place and 3rd place are also in sight, so a podium is in sight. We can still maybe get a podium this race, who knows. Anyway then, so we're gonna need a good exit coming out of this last corner if I want to catch up to the German. We're just outside of slipstream range. There's about a second between us, and this is another example of how early people are braking for some reason. Coming into this first corner, just look how much time we're gonna gain on him. Maybe it's my car that I've chose. I am in the Peugeot, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Doesn't really, it was written on the back wing there. I'm not sure I pronounced that, but anyway, through here is gonna go wide, and we're gonna try to take full advantage of that. Gonna try to overtake him here as he's just tapping the brakes there. You can see the lights flashing. We're gonna try and go around the outside. He's gonna cover us off with a very late move. Thankfully we don't go into his back though. I was being fairly cautious now. I don't wanna lose what we managed to get here. And we're gonna try to catch up with him, because coming up over here we need a good exit out of here because there's a hairpin, and we're gonna need a good exit if we want to catch up to him, especially on the exit of the hairpin. I think that could be where we gain most time. Anyway, on the braking, again, we're gonna get a lot of time there as we go very narrow there. And then coming through this next corner, I think he's trying to break the toe, but he's gonna do a similar mistake to what he did last time. And he's gonna go wide again, and this time we're gonna take advantage of it as we go through this other fast right-hander, and we're gonna push him a little bit wide, a little bit of contact there. So sorry about that if you're watching, but you're definitely not watching, so I don't really care. And it's fine, there wasn't that much major contact, just a little bit of minor contact, and no penalties were given, like I said, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway then, he's still gonna be right behind us though. So the battle is not over yet as we go through the exit of this final corner, and there they are, 4th place and 3rd place are just ahead of us. And if you look down at the radar, he's in our slipstream, and he's gonna get very, very close coming down on the straight, and he might even be able to make a move coming down on the first corner. I'm gonna go defensive. He's still gonna go to my right though, and on the braking he will get temporarily ahead of us. We're gonna go for the good old switcheroo, and we're gonna get ahead of him, so we successfully defend that move. But we lose time on the guy in 4th and 3rd. And this is the final lap, so there's not that much room for catching up then. So my hope at this point wasn't being able to catch up. I mean, I did want to get close, so if anything does happen, we'll have a chance for overtaking. But my hope was that something does happen, and one of them makes a mistake. Maybe they crash, or they hit each other, or they push each other wide as they're battling. So maybe something happens between them, and we'll be able to take advantage of it, and we're gonna maybe able to gain another position. And one thing to point out is that we're in 5th place, and this was my qualifying position. We qualified in 5th place, and now we're back to basically where we started. And it's not over yet. There's still this last sector of the circuit, and anything can still happen on the circuit. The circuit is absolutely chaotic, as we've seen. A lot can happen here, a lot of mistakes can happen, a lot of mistakes opportunities, if you will. And we're catching up, but they're still too far away for me to be able to completely catch up. But now, if you look at the Audi there, the German, he's gonna go wide.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
And he's gonna lose that podium to the British, and we are gonna get into 4th position. So ahead of where we started now. We started in 5th, now we're in 4th. And even with all that happened, even with all the chaos, the first being lost by the first corner, the 2-second time penalty we got, after all that, we still managed to finish all the way in P4 ahead of where we started. So yeah, there you have it. That's today's race. And if you enjoyed, make sure you like the video. But that's not all. Next week, I'm gonna have another race in this exact circuit, and it's also a really good race. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.